In the season 2 episode, Years of Living Dangerously, Collapse of the Oceans, we see how Joshua Jackson investigates the Great Barrier Reef of Australia, only to come to a realization that there are devastating impacts of ocean warming on coral reefs. And the looks of the predictions he looked at shows that there are impacts on the ocean ecosystem and the food supply for humans, all due to the phenomenon of ocean acidification. In the Philippines, we learn about how that drastically affects them in terms of their products and their protection against storms. So, the fault of ocean acidification is the carbon dioxide that we emit. It ends up being absorbed through the surface of the oceans, and it causes to react with the seawater, and it changes the chemistry of the ocean. In short, it was because of human activity. This seems to affect scallops, mussels, clams, and oysters, all due to the ocean acting as both a carbon sink and as a huge heat sink. And when it comes to ocean acidification, it seems that coral reefs are taking the biggest hit against this global issue. The Great Barrier Reef, if you already known or heard of, in Australia, it's one of 7 natural wonders of the world, supporting all marine organisms with food, shelter, and hiding spaces from predators. The major problem for coral reefs coming from ocean acidification is that we as humans assumed that nothing was going to happen, nothing was going to change them or affect them in a negative way. But it already has, and if we were to mitigate the problems, it would take about 10,000 years to reverse the impacts that we cause on it. And even still, there may not be any animals present in the future to even make this solution viable, either making them extremely rare or making them extinct from the environment altogether, ecosystem altogether. So far, we've already lost about 40 to about half of coral reef in the world in the past 50 years, and if this keeps on, coral will all be gone within 2 3 decades, without us all knowing just how important they are to human life, especially to the 500 million people that are all supported by them. Marine creatures and people are all at risk, especially those in the Philippines in the region known as the Coral Triangle. From climate change continuing to put pressure on the reefs and putting the economy into more of a poverty risking state. Not to mention the various storms that will arise from heat, causing thousands of years of what is now weakening coral to be wiped out. And that's all because of our ignorance, because we didn't know any better from what this could have done to the ocean ecosystem. But we can make efforts to protect places as these, known as hope spots. These are spots that are shielded from both fishing and pollution, and they're spots where animals may be able to adapt to climate change for the future to come. People will think twice about carbon pollution once a tax or a policy is put up, And the coral reefs, before they know it, will not have to worry about ocean warming ever again.